Hello scent addicts, welcome to Fragrance Therapy. I'm your host Alam. Now there are many incredible fragrance houses coming out of the Middle East these days. French Avenue is one of my favorite bigger houses. Rayhan and Khadaj have been releasing banger after banger this year. But if you were to ask me which house doesn't get enough love, I would say hands down Swiss Arabian. Because they offer something for everyone. They make some incredible affordable clones, but a majority of their stuff is like niche original creations. I'll tell you about 3 of their latest releases. We'll go over the scent profile, performance, and best time to wear them. With all that out of the way, let's jump in. So let's start off with Enigma of Taif, which is their latest release from their Cities collection. So in my childhood, I lived in Saudi Arabia for 4 or 5 years. What you might not know is that there's a city there called Taif, and it's known for its legendary Taif rose. So Taif rose gives you this brighter style of rose. You also get hints of honey, tea, and the soft, powdery quality. It's a beautiful scent and very unique compared to other styles of roses. What this fragrance does, it takes that Taif rose and wraps it in spices and this rich base. On top, you get pink pepper, cardamom, black pepper, elmi, and plum. It gives this like spicy, slightly fruity opening. In the mid, you get that standout Taif rose, saffron, violet, osmanthus, and these olibanum resins. The mid is all about those regal florals. And the base includes oakwood, molasses, vetiver, amber, and labdanum. The base gives it a smoky and earthy dryness, along with this dark sweetness and deep resinous warmth. Performance is exceptional here due to this being an X-Rate de Parfum. Longevity is about 10 plus hours, good projection for the first couple of hours. Not a room filler, but definitely solid. Its warm spices, those deep florals, and that rich woody and ambery base make it perfectly suited for cooler weather and even evening wear. And I know some people, they'll hear rose and they'll automatically think feminine, but due to some of those like darker notes, I think this is completely unisex. An amazing spicy, deep rose scent that I think anybody can rock. Really, really good stuff. Next up, we have Shaghaf Amber Infusion, and with this line, Swiss Arabian typically delivers clone fragrances, but they pivoted with this one, and I think they created an amazing original creation. Some people say this reminds them of Tom Ford's Amber Intrigue. I have never gotten my nose on that scent, so I can't tell you if it is. But looking at the notes, it might only have a passing similarity. And coming out of Beauty World, the other 2 on this list got a lot more attention, but to me, this one deserves to be talked about because it's also really, really good. This is a bold, spicy amber and resinous scent with a nice dose of leather and fruit. On top, you have dry amber, cardamom, ginger, and apricot. It combines spicy warmth with this crisp, fruity contrast. In the mid, you get vanilla, cedarwood, apple liqueur, lily of the valley, and divana. It balances the sweetness with that woody depth. In the base, you get even more amber, additional resins with olibanum, and it finishes with leather and musk. And with that base, you get this powerful dry that is both balsamic and provides this earthy depth. Yet another excellent performer, 8 hours with strong projection for the first hour. Again, a fall and winter fragrance due to that intense amber, spice, and leather. And in my opinion, a perfect scent for those special occasions as well. This is marketed as unisex, but I think it leans heavily masculine. A really under the radar fragrance that I think deserves more hype. And finally, we have Swiss Arabian's Vanilla 01, and this is their latest release from their Heritage collection. This is a creamy, spicy, and sweet scent. And although it's named Vanilla 01, it's not a very creamy vanilla. It comes off almost light and airy. Top notes include pink pepper, orange blossom, giving the spicy floral opening with a light coconut accord. But that coconut is not too overpowering. When coconut is really overpowering fragrances, I actually don't like it, but it's just a very subtle hint of coconut in this one. In the mid, you get additional florals and this lactonic gourmand with cappuccino and caramel. Again, doesn't come off too thick, syrupy, or dense. Though there are hints of vanilla throughout the entire scent profile, it's in the dry down that the vanilla really shines. That's where you get this bourbon vanilla and additional creaminess with tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk. Yet another exceptional performer. This is also X-Rate de Parfum like the Enigma of Taif. This will last you a solid 9 hours. It's not a super loud fragrance, so it is a moderate projector, but it's kind of what you want for this scent profile. Again, best for the fall and winter. Those gourmand notes of vanilla, caramel, and cappuccino make it a perfect fit for the colder months. Though I would say those airy florals and that light, airy vanilla make it perfectly wearable for the cooler spring evenings as well. This is marketed as a ladies scent, and it does lean feminine, but I don't think it leans too hard. I would be completely comfortable rocking this, no problem. Might be an exceptional choice to layer with something a little bit more masculine. Now, one thing to keep in mind, that Swiss Arabian offerings are a bit pricier than some other Middle Eastern brands, especially when you consider price per ml, because not all of these are 100 ml bottles. But they're deciding to zig when everybody's zagging. Look, clone fragrances are great, but there are enough brands doing that. I'm all for what Swiss Arabian is doing, is mixing up those clones with some incredible original creations. And while they are a bit pricier when compared to other Middle Eastern brands, they're still cheap when you compare it to the current designer market, and their quality is through the roof, so it is all relative. So if you haven't yet, give them a shot, because they make some incredible creations, and they might actually surprise you. So there you have it, folks, my thoughts on 3 incredible releases from the underrated house of Swiss Arabian. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these and which of these are your favorite, and if not, what is your favorite Swiss Arabian fragrance, if you have any. And also, please hit that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it really does help the channel out. And as always, stay tuned for more affordable fragrance content. Until next time, I'm out.